Hey guys, Spartan G Gaming here. Thanks for watching. Now today I'm going to be helping you easily get all the Blunderbuss camos unlocked, including how to get the Blunderbuss to gold camo and also how to get rapid kills for the gold Leopard and headshots for the Cheetah gold camo. So I'm going to guide you through my setup very shortly, which made it very easy for me to complete all those camos. Now I love the Blunderbuss. Who remembers the Blunderbuss in Advanced Warfare? And having experience from that a few years ago, my main concern was trying to remember what actually worked for the Blunderbuss back then to help me for now. Now the biggest problem I remembered from then, and will all come up against now, is the reloading of the weapon. As you know, when you come to reload, which will happen automatically, you don't actually need to press your button after firing. It will seem like your character has hit the slow motion button all of a sudden. In the time it takes to reload, you could probably do a victory dance. And another main concern was that some of the time while in gameplay, hit markers seem to be the order of the day. Now the Blunderbuss does not have all that massive spread when you fire like most other shotguns, so being as accurate as you can is definitely going to help, but these issues can easily be corrected. Actually thinking about the stats for the Blunderbuss, well, it goes without saying that the fire rate is a pathetic 1, and the damage is actually the highest along with the combat shotgun at 10 rating. But you can give me a combat shotgun any day of the week, guys, but having said that, using the Blunderbuss does dish out a whole heap of fun with that old historic feel. Now it does also say that this weapon is a one-hit wonder. The only thing I wonder is why I'm getting so many hit markers. Playing in hardcore would definitely sort this problem out, but that's too easy. I'm going to show you guys how to set this weapon up for core mode, so we can eliminate somewhat getting so many hit markers. So let's now go into the setup. We're going to start with the basic training. Now remember, we can do a victory dance in the time it takes to reload, so hustle is the best choice to help speed the reloading up. This will help not only with the rapid kills later on, but also it will help with the overall playability. Now also I have to say at this point as well, guys, the setup I'm giving you here you do not have to go with. You can choose something completely different if you want to. That's entirely your decision, guys. Now onto the division. I actually selected the Mountain Division, and with this division we now have the luxury of being near enough invisible to enemy recon aircraft and controlled streaks. How does that help though? Well, being stealthy on the map as much as possible is going to get you up and close and personal with the enemy in their spawn, which is really needed. Also, killed enemy death locations are hidden, and when using the Blunderbuss the last thing you want to do is give away your position too much. That in turn will give you the time to reload before you strike down your next victim. The no name or reticle change when enemies aim at you is a treat. Sometimes it confuses the enemy into whether they're going to shoot you or not. That little pause they make could be your chance to strike quick and get the kill before they do. And last of all, silent movement. This is the best benefit of all. You can now have the ability to sneak up close to the enemy and they won't even hear you coming. Again, needed massively for the Blunderbuss. But remember that with the Mountain Division, if you do fire your weapon, you can still blip on the map, revealing your location for just a few seconds. Okay, now let's see if we can eliminate the too many hit marker problem. Now there are only 4 attachments for the Blunderbuss, and it's up to you what you select. But I found QUICKDRAW really helpful, in that I found when you aim at your position to fire, aiming actually is more accurate than hip firing. And with this weapon it's unusual for a shotgun. So aiming down the sights faster is definitely an attachment to go for. Steady aim is going to make your hip firing more accurate, but as I've already said, using hip fire somehow seems to get too many hit markers with this weapon. But weirdly, stacking the steady aim up with the quick draw and advanced rifling that I will get onto very shortly really creates a destructive recipe. So even if you do decide not to use hip fire while in gameplay, it doesn't really matter as the steady aim seems to work wonders without using it for its intentions. And I also opted for the advanced rifling. This increases the damage fall-off range. Remember, shotguns overall and definitely the Blunderbuss does not have all that great damage fall-off range, so it only makes sense to use this attachment for that extra little bit of range. Now, incendiary shells is another option for you guys, but you can equip them if you want, and it will make the weapon more destructive, obviously, with the fire pellets, but to be honest, with the attachments I have already selected for you, you don't really need the incendiary shells. You're going to find now the weapon is actually more destructive and will eliminate your chances of getting hit markers without actually having to use, as I said, those incendiary shells. And plus it can sometimes get annoying having to keep reloading the incendiary shells every time you want to use them. And as we've already said, you can do a victory dance in the time it takes to reload, but again it's entirely your decision and you can go with whatever you want to. Okay, so now we have our setup, whether you go with what I recommended or you go with something completely different. It's now seeing the challenges so that we can unlock all those lovely camos. So your first camos up to the ambush camo will require you to get 100 one-shot kills. Now that's very easy. You shouldn't need help there. So let's move straight on to the 5 camo challenges that will unlock and reveal themselves once you've unlocked that ambush camo. Okay, so to start with, it's the M1916 camo. You can do these in any order, guys, but we need to get 10 payback medals. Now, this is also an easy task. I actually unlocked this challenge in just 2 games without even trying to get the paybacks. You're going to need to simply kill the enemy that has just killed you 10 times. Next up is the snow camo, where you need to get 50 kills in the expeditionary division, and for the cheetah we need to get 50 kills in another division other than the expeditionary, so that's the mountain. That's also mega easy. Okay, so for the time being I'm going to skip the bronze camo, and we're going to get back to that later. Let's now concentrate on the copper camo. This is getting 5 bloodthirsties. Now to start with, when I first started to go for bloodthirsties, I experimented with a different division other than the mountain that I recommended to you earlier. So the first bloodthirsty you're about to see here, I have the airborne division equipped. Using airborne division gave me the benefit of being able to fire while sprinting, which is cool. And if you desire, you can actually dive and fire at the same time. Now, as you will see in this video, with all the running and a bit of holding back at times, I did get the bloodthirsties over time, so it can be done with the airborne division. But to be honest, using airborne only seemed to give me, if I was lucky, 1 bloodthirsty every couple of games. So I needed to improve that and went back to the mountain division for the rest of the bloodthirsties, where I can now easily get 2 to 3 bloodthirsties a game using the mountain division. I'll just squeeze this in as well, guys, but if you're not aware of all the bloodthirsty rules, and there are quite a few when going for this challenge, I will leave a video link to that now, guys, in the top right, and hopefully all your questions will be answered in that video, everything to do with bloodthirsties. Okay, so now let me go through a few tips with you then when going for bloodthirsties for this challenge. Now, I know every player loves Shipment 1944, but if you do want the bloodthirsty camo fast, I would recommend playing in either the War Machine Mosh Pit or just standard game mode maps. To be honest, Hardpoint is really good, or the usual Domination, or even Kill Confirmed or Team Deathmatch. But what you're going to want to do is run the entire map when you can, searching for enemy targets. And because now we have the luxury of bigger maps compared to the Shipment 1944, we can actually stay alive longer and get 5 kills without dying. Also, the bigger maps are going to help with giving us the time to reload the awesome blunderbuss before the next kill. Now, you can hunt the enemy down by running the entire map when you can, which is what I find the easiest. Or you can have the hold back approach and sit in corners and be behind things and set your little tent up and camp. That's entirely your decision. Either of these ways will get your bloodthirsties easy. But sorry guys, I can only show you the run and gun style approach, as that's what really gets me the challenges out the way quicker. Now if you are going to sit in corners, it will take longer, but as I said, it still can be done that way. So you can see with this bloodthirsties I'm showing you here that I do make the 5 kills without dying look very easy. But it's only looking easy because of the setup that I recommended to you. You should see my gameplay, guys, when I'm experimenting with basic trainers and divisions. I'm actually getting scrapes off the floor more times while using the blunderbuss than I wish to tell you. But that is part and parcel of the process, as you know, of getting the correct setup. But once we get it right, the rewards are awesome. And I don't mind doing all the hard work for you. Okay, so I've already pointed out earlier, playing the bigger maps with the setup I gave you can get you on average 2 to 3 bloodthirsties a game if you really put the effort in. And at this stage, you should be really feeling the benefits of the setup really helping you. But we're not done just yet. Now, for all you die-hard Shipment 1944 fans out there, I don't want to disappoint you. So I will show you 2 more bloodthirsties on the Shipment 1944 map very shortly, just to show you that it can be done. But I found most of the time I struggled getting 5 kills without dying, as I was always getting shot and killed before my blunderbuss had a chance to reload. And because everything is compact on the Shipment 1944 map and on top of you, there are limited places for you to run to cover while you reload. Now that's why I won't say I recommend Shipment 1944, as it is tough. I found most of the time you will face really decent opponents who are also after challenges, and the only times I got bloodthirsties were when some of the not so good players were actually playing. But as you are about to see here, when you do get the perfect players and you're gunning for those 5 kills on the Shipment 1944 map, it can seem very easy. You will find also that your reactions have to be a lot quicker and your awareness needs to be high. Without a doubt, you're going to have to use your map. Look for the red blips indicating your next targets, that's really going to help. But as I show these bloodthirsties on the Shipment 1944 map, you can see how much quicker they actually are. but are a lot tougher to earn. So it's up to you really what maps you choose. But like I said, the easier, quicker option is to go into the standard game mode maps rather than the Shipment 1944 map. It can be done on here, as I've proved, but like I said, it is a lot tougher. So we're now going to move on to another tough challenge, but if I was telling the truth actually guys, it is really pretty easy. With the setup I recommended to you obviously, and from the start, so for the bronze camo we need to get 2 rapid kills. Now this is the reason why I've left the bronze camo until later, as there is another camo challenge with the same challenge. So this will now bring me nicely onto the gold leopard camo for the blunderbuss. This challenge is exactly the same as the bronze camo challenge. We're going to need to get 2 rapid kills 5 times for the bronze camo, and then 25 2 rapid kills for the gold leopard camo. Now before I give you tips on the rapid kills, I now need to inform you, if you don't know, that to unlock the gold leopard challenge you will need to be at prestige 3 with the blunderbuss. As you prestige up, every prestige will require you to get the blunderbuss to level 5, which is not all that bad and should not take you all that long. But it's prestige 3 that will reveal the challenge for the actual leopard gold camo challenge. So now I will help you with the 2 rapid kills to unlock the bronze and also the gold leopard camos. Now the quick easy rapid kills are easy to get if you too have the hustle basic trainer equipped, and also the mountain division plus the 3 attachments that I recommended to you. As you should have already discovered by now while completing the other camos, now you're going to know how much more easier the blunderbuss reloads in time to get that second kill. I also found that sticking to War Machine and standard game maps really helped, and it made the challenge really easy. I kept using my invisible benefit to push me up into enemy spawns, and the silent movement was really useful to sneak up behind enemy targets, and most of the time they didn't even know I was there. Now again, Shipment 1944 can make for a good rapid kill map, but as I said earlier, and the same goes for the rapid kill challenge, it will be tough, but can be achieved as I show you in the last couple of clips that are now going to be coming up. But if you do use Shipment 1944 map, be prepared for, as you know, absolute carnage. You can get the rapid kills in certain games when you're not playing so good opponents, but when you play half decent players it's really hard to get the kills, let alone rapid kills. Now as I said, I prefer getting the rapid kills on the standard maps, but it's up to you what you prefer. But give a few different maps a go guys and see what works best for you. Okay, so now we come to the very last challenge now for the gold cheetah camo challenge. You're going to need to prestige the blunderbuss up to prestige 4. When you do, the challenge will be revealed. Now this is actually bringing me to a frustrating moment, as throughout the gameplay with the blunderbuss I had been using so far, building up to the cheetah camo, I was expecting the challenge to be getting 25 triple kills. So like a nugget, before the challenge was revealed, I actually practiced getting triple kills, whilst completing the other challenges, and it was really easy. Well, easier than you would think. I actually got so many triple kills I actually even surprised myself, but if anything it just proved how good this setup I recommended to you actually is. But yeah, obviously exceeded what the blunderbuss could do. Getting so many triple kills, it did actually make the 2 rapid kills feel like a walk in the park. Okay, so in the end, when I did get the cheetah camo revealed, I was even more happier to find out that it was just 50 headshots that we need. It's like, to be honest, them just handing this camo to us on a plate, and I'm already in excess of well over 7,000 headshots in total. So the headshots were never going to cause me a problem. And the actual camo itself is well worth it in the end. When you slam it on your weapon, guys, it does look fantastic. So now to finish off, I'm now going to show you headshots. And if you need help with them, this is actually pretty mega easy. You should every game try to best your average at least 5 to 10 a game. That way then you can have the challenge complete in just 10 games or less. Now any map again is great for headshots. At this stage it really doesn't matter. What can help is playing domination or hardpoint, as we can use our stealthy skills of the mountain division to get up close and personal with our opposition when they're trying to take or defend their objectives. We will at this stage need to slightly alter our position height when we aim to actually target the head area, as when we aim our normal reaction is to aim at the body level. This will not get us headshots, so when you aim, slightly position the weapon a little bit higher than normal and boom, you will get that headshot. Campers also at this stage make for easy headshots, so use your map and get that easy headshot. Also, I said before, enemy taking our objectives or defending them can again make for easy headshot targets. And with our silent movement and being invisible, we can sneak up close to the enemy and again get easy headshots. Now for a full headshot guide, I'm actually going to leave a link in the top right now, guys, that has everything to do with how to get easy headshots for any weapon. And if you do find the time, guys, and haven't watched it already, I'm certain it will help you on everything you need to know about headshots, and I'd really appreciate it. Okay, so let's now finish off with a few more headshots so you can see how easy they are to get with the Blunderbuss. And remember, guys, that it will make it easier using Mountain Division, and if you have used a different setup to get the camos unlocked yourself, then let me know. But I never struggled once with the setup that I showed you. So if you want, give it a go and see how you get on. I actually, with this setup, went from the Blunderbuss's standard camo to gold, and then gold Leopard and gold Cheetah in just slightly over 4 hours of total gameplay. Now, I know my skills will be different from yours, and my connection will be different and all that, and having a great connection does help, but get yourself stuck in and get that Blunderbuss fully camoed up. Okay then, guys, so it literally brings me to the end now. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video, and hopefully I've helped you in some way into getting all these camos unlocked for the Blunderbuss. If you have enjoyed the video, please leave a big fat like and please subscribe. I'll catch you soon, guys, and thank you again for watching today.